Well. What's going on, people? What is going on, people? Man, we coming through with the 6-man combo on a Thursday night. A little bit late, as you know, we on K Styles time, which means my black ass didn't wake up in time, so my apologies. As you already know, K Styles here, aka the Reckoner, is in the building. And to my stage left, y'all already know him as the Senator. Mad Mike Sports is in here.
I'll let you have that. I'll let you have your shine.
Wait, no. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
I wanted to kind of put a hoodie on and kind of look like you.
Now you go ahead and do your thing.
I'll let you have it.
Yeah. This is the grunge styles look today.
The grunge style.
Whatchamacallit. What? I tell you one thing. I done had this song stuck in my head all day. But anybody that don't know Audio Slaves, Cochise, that song been in my head all day today. But welcome to the 6-man convo. And and while we waiting on one more person to get in here, cue the intro. Oh, that was the other one. My bad. Hey man. Let's go. We already got a few people that's in here in the chat right now. As you already know, we got Jamarus in here, Brian Peoples, CG2K, Mucho is in here. Sonya. D. Coleman, Jonta Rozier. Got a few more people. We're gonna wait for a few more people in here. You want to go ahead and get this thing cracking? I think we're gonna go ahead and let's get it. Let's get it. Well, D. Coleman said, "I'm the Dementor for Halloween." No. This is, if anybody that's familiar with WCW, this is my black version of Raven look right now.
Man, Raven was one of my favorites, boy. Oh boy.
Quote the Raven, nevermore. I didn't realize in ECW he was even that more demented in ECW. I had found out till later on about that. But let's go ahead and get right into it, man. A couple topics for y'all. We're gonna talk about Jessie Bates because this was a question that was actually brought up to me by Mad Mike Sports, the guy to my left.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and answer that. And the other topic for tonight is, has the Falcons secondary in its totality have exceeded expectations so far, as well as we will talk about Thursday night football. But Mike, man, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
Should I talk about the Jimmy Lake thing? Should I go on there?
I mean, if it's on your mind right now, man, the floor is open, man. Because if you're talking about Jimmy Lake, it actually is going to tie into the topics tonight.
Right. So I'll say that. I got another one. Since we don't have, see, I'm trying to be nice, but I don't know why I'm being nice. I'm kind of laughing right now because something in the NFL is happening. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw a an update on a specific quarterback that has been held out of practice for the last 2 days. And anybody want to take a wild guess? Who's that?
Is it Jimmy Clausen?
Hmm. I mean, I don't think he that much better than Jimmy Clausen. I mean, throwing the pass, but
We talk about Mitchell Trubisky.
I mean, he's a shade darker than him.
Are we talking about Seneca Wallace? What are we talking about?
Seneca Wallace. This motherfucker said Seneca Wallace.
Go ahead, man. Let them know what you talking about, man. I already know where you're going with this, but I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Jonathan Rozier, man. It's just so funny. Cleo Lemon. Whoa. Damn, Kel. Look what you done started.
Hey, look. I could have went worse. I could have went with Brett Huntley, but we ain't going that route.
Who the hell is that?
You don't remember Brett Huntley? That was the precursor to Jordan Love.
Oh, all right. Oh man, I forgot about it. Good God Almighty.
Go ahead, Mike, man. What you got?
But I just think it's funny, man. It's like we praise this dude for doing all this running, and then it's week 8, and he's been held out of practice. Like why is your quarterback been held out of practice?
I mean, did they say what was the particular reason why he's been held out of practice?
No, they haven't really said exactly why. They just said, all right. As a matter of fact, let me look it up.
D. Coleman, shut your ass up. He talking about obscure black quarterback. No, we ain't going with the Quinn Gray part of the damn thing.
Yeah, you bugging with that one.
Rohan Davey, how about that?
How about Quincy Porter?
Damn.
Yeah, we ain't
damn it, Mike, we not doing that.
I don't even know why was Jerry so in love with Quincy Carter? He was really in love with that dude. Oh, so it's saying a knee and back issues for Lamar Jackson. So all this running that he's doing, yeah, it looked good, but is it really? Damn, not T. Martin. Good God Almighty, Jesus Christ.
Spurgon win. How about that?
Oh Lord, no, don't do that.
Go ahead, Mike.
But he's already been. Don't do Dominic Davis like that. Hell, I used to run him for a lot of touchdowns with him. Oh man, all right, don't do that to him. Yeah, he was a super athlete, boy. All I run them roll out. Yeah, I was good with that. But but Lamar Jackson, man, it's like this. This is why you got to be careful with these mobile quarterbacks because it's week 8. He's supposed to be one of these guys that lead his team to the Super Bowl, but he's already in week 8 being held out because of back issues and knee issues. That's not good. It's not good at all. So it's like, is he gonna really be able to withstand that $250 million contract? Because that's a lot of pressure. Because I think if not, this is his last year of his deal. He going into that deal next year, if I'm not mistaken. This next season. I have to look at it, but yeah, hold on.
I think this is the second year of that deal. I think they bypassed that previous deal to bring this one in.
So that's
this is year 2.
So it's gonna be interesting, man. Like at some point, like How long are you gonna continue to run this style of offense and risk losing a guy like that?
This man said Charlie Batch. This man said Charlie Batch.
No. Man, Charlie Batch remind me of damn
Rodney Peete.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but you asked the question is how long can he protect? How long can he withstand the season if he's already starting off like this? I mean, the issue that comes down with it is this is why I always say it's certain hype. And when I'm using the term hype, I'm not doing this to discredit anybody, but I'm just saying as far as the public perception of the hype of Lamar Jackson, you're going to be wanting to showcase him as much as possible at which what he does best. Now, this is one of the drawbacks of a lot of the quarterbacks that are used physically in the run game offensively too, is you're going to have them nicks and dings too. Like Brian Peoples here said, the same quarterback that lost weight so he can get better as a quarterback.
Because he said he felt slow.
Yeah. But it could, like you said, it may not be as serious as we may talk about it to be. It just may be some little nicks and knacks and stuff like that. But this is one of the major reasons why you bring in a Derrick Henry, because you want to prevent him from running as much as possible, even though we've seen that hasn't been the case.
He's running more since they got Derrick Henry, which is nuts.
Right. Because he's not getting younger. Like what you would always say. Father Time is undefeated. Time is undefeated here. The more hits you take, the further you wear down. I look at it as more of a precautionary situation. Like you said, I think he'll be fine for Sunday. Well, for the people that play fantasy football that got Lamar Jackson on their team, i.e., a couple folks that's in here. But you gonna have to take those kind of precautions. Like you said, that's a lot of money invested in that position, and you don't want to take any chances as you can. But speaking of quarterback position, I had something in my mind that I wanted to get your discussions on, Mike. Do you remember the conversation we had Monday about your boy Anthony Richardson and the controversy of him subbing himself out? So, for those that may not have heard, your boy Anthony Richardson has gotten benched for Joe Flacco for this Sunday's game. The timetable is for the foreseeable future per head coach. So, I wanted to get your thoughts on that, and do you think that this is a retaliation to the media outrage of the situation?
I mean, I believe so. I believe organizations that they're a bunch of liars when they say they don't really listen to the media, they don't listen to fans. I think they're lying. So I think this had everything to do with them listening and all the former players, analysts, and journalists. I think they only did that because they were so outraged that he did, and they didn't want to look like they were incompetent. So I think that was solely media manipulation.
But like you said, man, I think
he didn't do himself any favors, but I don't think it would have been a bigger deal if a lot of players would have just shut up about it. But you see a lot of players that are on TV and they may have relationships to certain owners and players and even teams, coaches on teams. Like I think that had a lot to do with it.
I'll be honest with you. I think it really just comes from the backlash that he had, where he kind of made that comment about the NFL being easier than college.
Yeah.
So that was already kind of like okay, you've already kind of put your foot in your mouth type of situation. And now, like you said, you're not getting any better. You're kind of being stagnant as far as where you're going into year 2. Because year 1 you really didn't have much. He didn't have much because he got hurt. He was pretty much hurt for the majority of the year. Then you had your knickknacks, and now you got this going on. And like you said, unfortunately, his reputation is starting to take a hit per a lot of the media pundits. Cause it was one play, but you know how football players, how athletes are and stuff like that. If you show signs of giving up just one small time, guys are gonna look at you completely different. So what might have ended up happening was he might have lost the locker room for that one.
I don't think there's any doubt. Like it's like what happened with Antonio Brown. Like he started, like he had a few of his teammates, everybody behind him, the coaching behind him, but he just got a little bit too comfortable with himself and just started running his mouth and talking and quitting on certain plays. Like he did quit in like in the middle of games. I wouldn't run the route, I wouldn't block. Like he started doing little stuff like that. And it kind of it didn't help him at all. So he kind of did it to himself. Ain't no kind of he did it to himself. He did it to himself.
You did it to yourself. But Mike, it kind of gives. I actually got a subject for you to talk about in the near future, or something that I may talk about in the near future. Is the decline of the development of the quarterback. Like you said, I'm gonna do a poll for the people that's in here already. Is that a topic that y'all want to hear us give our takes on? The decline of the development of the quarterback. And is the media to blame for it?
I would love to talk about that, to be honest.
Okay.
So I definitely, we can definitely do that one together.
Okay. Yeah, like you said, we'll put that one in the archives right here. But let's go ahead and get right into the main topics of the night. That was the that was kind of like the appetizer for the night right there. Trey, what's going on, man? South Side. All right. So, Mike, you had asked a question. You have asked me a question. Well, you asked the group a question as far as the main man, Jessie Bates, aka the Jessie Bates Effect. The question you had asked is should he be considered in contention for Defensive Player of the Year? Is that the question you asked?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I got a quick answer for you. No.
Oh boy, you're gonna have a lot of people mad at you.
No. You wanna know why I said no?
Oh yeah, do tell.
Because he plays for the Atlanta Falcons.
Whoa. God damn.
Let's be honest. Anybody with common damn sense know that. But I wanted to talk about Jessie Bates. And like Southside here said, it's even hard for secondary players to even win Defensive Player of the Year. But as we know with Jessie Bates is pretty much a do-it-all safety as far as the guy. He makes plays in the box. He's willing to tackle. He makes plays on the football. He gets turnovers. Actually, if you really look at it, he's one of the better all-around safeties in the league. But that comes down to that question. Does he get the respect? Can he get the respect from the media pundits while playing in Atlanta? That's the question I have for you, Mike.
And he get the media respect. I go ahead.
Outside of Atlanta. Just say
outside of Atlanta. Yeah, I don't. Like, to be honest, he got to marry Kim Kardashian. He got to hang out with the Migos. I mean, he got to be damn near butt naked on the field like Odell Beckham Jr. shaking his ass for him to get national media attention from the Atlanta Falcons. Like, he would have to do something like that to get. And I'm y'all think I'm joking, but I'm dead serious when I say it. There's no way in hell he would get any type of defensive player of the year recognition playing for this team. We won 2 back-to-back championships with Georgia, and we barely got any airplay. So what the fuck you think gonna happen to a Jessie Bates? The Braves won a championship, and they couldn't wait to turn the motherfucking TV off when they won. And we talking about ESPN. The only reason why they were getting played, even the Braves, because it was the only damn thing on TV. So there's no way in hell he will ever get any respect. He will never get respect, Jessie Bates, ever. He would never get respect in regards to be Defensive Player of the Year. It's like you see when Raheem made that quote, nobody even gave a shit. Right. It was like, oh, yeah, yeah, okay. That's like, yeah, he just said, Elmo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just said, oh, that's just Elmo.
So for those that ain't got the numbers for him, 50 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, 4 pass defenses, 3 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm. He's doing everything. But they don't even mention him on, like, you don't even see, all right, I think I've seen one person do a film breakdown on Jessie Bates.
And that was Brian Baldinger from what I've seen.
That's it. if he had that punk ass star on his head, they would have had fucking cowboys and every damn thing at his damn house. They would have had every damn Michael Irvin would have had a whole goddamn rant about him. Everything would have been completely different if he played for another organization. But being that he played for the Atlanta Falcons, he gets no respect. No, and it ain't the first time it happened to him. Like Matt Ryan didn't get any respect until he left to go to Indianapolis. Everybody knows. Oh man, Matt Ryan, we need to respect Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan. Oh, we need to respect him. Soon he left that Atlanta, though, that's when everybody said we need to respect him.
So my question comes down to is, so far this season in 2024, how do you think he's impacted this defense this year? And do you think the defense is starting to take that step to match his play? Well, the secondary, the secondary, because that's the second part of the question.
I think the whole team is built around Jessie Bates, to be honest. If you just look at, because it reminds me of something that you stated. I think they're voluntarily kind of giving up the run game, so to speak, in certain situations because they know Jessie Bates and Justin Simmons, those guys are ball hawks, so they kind of develop a defensive plan where it's like we'll stop the run, but like you notice every time, like in the middle of the field, like from when we're in our territory, especially in the red zone, the run defense improves. It improves. We get stops in the run when the run department when we get in the red zone. We stop it fine, but like everything else is bad. But like they make the big plays outside of the 20. So it's like that's the thing, man. It's like I think this team is already impacted. It's built around Jessie Bates and his abilities.
Do you think that was the right decision to build that defense around Jessie Bates, or do you think that as far as the fans itself who is screaming for more so of developing that or having that premier pass rush?
Fans want perfection, but I think it was the right decision because you got an explosive offense. This offense could do anything. Depending on the situation, we can go anywhere. We can light it up. We can pass it to the tight end, just focus on the tight end. We can just focus on the run again. We can focus on the offensive line and just let them get nasty. Like we can do offensively, we can do anything, and depending on the situation, like they get that ball back, get a turnover back, like it plays into their hands. So I think it's the perfect system, but the thing is, it's not a pretty system, and I think that's the thing. It's a perfect plan in my opinion, but not everybody wants to have a team that's just like, all right, we may not get the sacks, but we get the turnovers, we get the ball back into that offense hand.
Because I think that's the drawback of what we're seeing right now. Here's the why we're seeing a lot more of the turnovers, whether it be the forced fumbles and the interceptions. This is almost reminiscent of a Bill Belichick style defense of the new era. Because if you looked at those Patriot teams like that, defense didn't really stop nobody like that. But they predicated their defense on two things, and that was getting turnovers and preventing touchdowns. And that's where I think this defense has so far succeeded is they limit a lot. They force a lot of field goals more than a lot of touchdowns.
Oh yeah.
I think we average like 1.5 turnovers per game.
That's a high rate. Normally it's around 1.2, 1.2.
I'm about to say I gotta look at the actual number on there, but I know it's close to about 1.5 turnovers per game. And that's just that. And like you said, I've kind of come to the grips this is how this defense is going to be. It's the typical bend don't break defense. This is what happens when you have a secondary that's actually playing very well. And like you said, we haven't seen a lot of the AJ Terrell criticisms here lately because he's getting picks.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody say, AJ Terrell, he's getting paid too much money. We haven't heard that.
And we seeing Mike Hughes, who was projected to be a terrible cornerback too before the season. He looking like one of the best players on this defense. That the secondary is playing so well half the time you forget Justin Simmons is even out there. That and they also give up a lot of running yards, but sometimes you forget, like I said, you forget Justin Simmons is out there. And I think that's where the benefit of where all this is going right now. Because let's be honest, outside of that Kansas City game, you haven't heard much of Justin Simmons, outside of getting a few tackles, but it shit ain't flash like that. So, the question I have for the audience tonight: has the other secondary players, the AJ Terrells, the Mike Hughes, the Clark Phillips, do y'all think that they are on the cusp of matching the play energy of Jessie Bates? And do you think that if Jessie keeps on the pace that he is, can he be regarded as one of the best safeties in the league? Auntie Pam, what's going on? Auntie Pam. That's one of the ladybirds at AFN, man. So if y'all haven't seen the ladybirds, and make sure you go to Atlanta Falcon Nation and recap this previous episode on Tuesday. Ladies give you some good information. So
they will get. I think they'll get a little bit more respect too, depending on how they finish the season. Because they're really like a game and a half out of first for being the number one seed in the NFC. So they're right there. They're right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point where you got Colin Cowherd talking about Falcons one of the best teams in the NFC. I said, oh, Lord have mercy. I never thought I'd hear anybody from ESPN say that, which is very interesting.
Yeah. Colin Cowherd being respectful to the Falcons, that right there is insane. I'm not used to that. At all.
So question. So we got some more. I got some more questions here. So when it pertains to this upcoming game against the Dallas Cowboys, where do you think how impactful do you see Jessie Bates being in this game against Dak Prescott and these goofy ass Cowboys?
It's kind of, oh man, because I know Dak likes to be very aggressive. I could easily see him have a 2-pick game because I just don't think Dak is smart. Like he's just stupid. Like he'll keep throwing it just because he's Dak. Like I've seen him do things like Dak. You just made that same play. Why are you still doing the same thing? Like I don't think he learns anything. So I could easily see him having 2 picks.
Right. Eric here said, I'm starting to believe it was the system in Denver that made Justin Simmons so successful. I kind of disagree with you on that. You also have to think about it. When he was in Denver, he literally played the same role Jessie Bates played for this team.
Yeah.
The thing about it is with Justin Simmons right now, Justin Simmons right now is the primary free safety. So he's the back end defender. And like you said, Jessie is predominantly playing the role as the all-around safety. See, Justin Simmons played the same role in Denver. Thing is, you got the two safeties on the same team. Both safeties ain't gonna be able to do that.
Nah, they kind of switch depending on how the offense is attacking them.
Right. Pam here says, I feel like this defense is improving. Jessie will be regarded as the best safety in the league. You have both leadership on offense, Kirk, leadership on the back end, meeting review films together. There you go. There you go.
My thing is, what are you even asking for Justin? Everybody have these like, oh, I don't like the way he playing. So my question is like, you don't like the way he playing, so how should he be playing? What do you expect from him? Like, do we expect for him to have a game with 3 interceptions and stuff? Like what do you expect? Because a lot of people is like, oh, I'm upset. And then you ask them what they upset about. They like, oh, I don't know. I just want him to play better.
See, the thing is, we get, and I will say this too, and even I've caught myself being the guilty of this, is we all kind of get caught up in the stats as far as with Justin Simmons and Jessie Bates are the two safeties that, created the most turnovers in this league the last 5 years. So we're thinking that that turnover rate that he created in Denver, he could replicate here. The problem is you got Jessie Bates who does the same thing. One of those guys ain't gonna have the same type of season. But what ended up happening is by having these two safeties, it forced the corners to have to step their game up because they already know that teams are not going to try them deep in the middle of the field. Not often. Which goes into the second part of the question. Has the Atlanta Falcons secondary as a whole exceeded expectations so far this year? After they was pegged to be the weakness of this defense before the season started.
Mm-hmm.
What you think on that?
Exceeded expectations.
So far.
Just for me, personally, my take is just like,
just be as blunt and honest as you can, man.
I mean, my expectations, I actually thought this was going to be the best secondary in the league. So, like, they didn't exceed my expectations. My expectation for them was already high. I just listening to how people were raving about Mike Hughes in training camp and play, like that was the only question mark in my opinion. And then you look at Clark. Clark has done his job as a guy that comes in and as a rotational defensive back. Like he came in, got a pick, and D Alford is just absolutely amazing in his role as the slot corner. And then AJ is just AJ. I mean, we can't say he can't catch no more because he got 2 picks on the year, and he just like. I think it was one game where a guy had 100 yards, if I'm not mistaken. If that, I don't even think that happened this year. So AJ is just being AJ. So for me, I thought they was the best defensive back group in the league with the addition of a Justin Simmons. Because you look at Seattle, you look at what the free safety, what his name is, Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas, like he got all the glory and the fame, and Sherman, they got all the picks. But everybody know the glue to that damn team was Big Cam. So for me, it's like somebody got to do the dirty work. Everybody know Luca Brasi, from Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was the hit man. So that's how I kind of see it. Like he's the Luca Brasi of this defense. Everybody looking at, Michael Corleone and Vito Corleone, which is Bates, but like the real muscle is Luca Brasi. And that's right there. You gotta have one of those guys. That's the real. We talk about the muscle, and I think that right there is what Justin has been doing. And like Coleman says, like outside of one game, he only gave up like one touchdown. So is he really that bad?
330 here said overall we made great improvements from last year, but after the moves, players, and coaches, the defense up and coming. I mean, at the end of the day, you still have a lot of youth on that defense. So, like you said, until everything starts coming together, that's where a lot of people are going to kind of be skeptical on one aspect of it. Like you said, your pass rushers are not in good position right now because you really don't. They're really not really using the pass rushers like that, and they're not playing their discipline. Their integrity is off. Because the thing is, if y'all notice a lot of these games and the way that they're playing their edge rushers is the edge rushers are crashing in a lot of the times. And that's where they keep getting beat. Lorenzo Carter is exactly who he is right now. He's basically he's basically a stopgap guy right now. Judon still has to play keep up until he gets chemistry with this team. I still keep saying Caden Ellis is playing out of position. Ebiketie ain't disciplined at all. Yeah, Mike, I said Arnold Ebiketie. He's not disciplined at all.
Yeah, number 17, he ain't playing. Yeah, he not playing discipline at all. Like he's so frustrating. And that's something that even Ra is saying. It's like it's not the pressure that these guys are getting. They're just not disciplined. They're playing individual ball. It's just like, look, I don't care if this play was designed to go down low. I'm gonna shoot a three. That's what they're doing. This play was designed to head that ball to Shaquille O'Neal, get him and let him dunk the ball in the rim. But instead, we got a bunch of guys that's saying, "Yep, I see you, Shaq, but I'm about to shoot this three." That's what they're doing.
Shoot it, shoot the J, shoot it. And Sean Drill, this is all that matters right here. He's getting the respect from his teammates, the fan base. That's all. But the thing about it is he's one of those guys that's not out there looking for the respect. He's out there gaining it and earning it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Arnold Ebiketie could be so much better. But because you have a Jessie Bates back there who is that dangerous of a threat defensively, even though the guys up front aren't making the plays in the sack department, we always, and especially Mike, Jew, and everybody even always say this one main thing. Can you get key stops on third down? Can you get turnovers? Are you going to make that play in the backfield? And the thing about it is they're doing all three.
Mm-hmm. So I don't agree with the fact that them guys are not playing together. They're playing together, but the thing is, they're not getting the results that you want.
I wouldn't necessarily say just him, but it's the result as what we fans are looking for.
I'm talking about fans in general, not him.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. I'm just reiterating so he don't feel like he getting attacked.
Right, because a lot of times we say you, we're not pointing at you. We're just speaking as content creators because we get a lot of these comments from people, and they say these things. So when we say you, we're speaking to you individually, but as a whole, because we get there from a lot of people.
Trust me, it's not a monolith.
Right. It's not.
It's not a monolith. Yeah, y'all, we can make it a monolith. Like I said, then some of y'all asses would be really offended if we start making this a monolith.
Right.
But I'm, like you said, I'm just happy that Jesse's here. It just covers up so much. Especially when you got linebackers that can't cover worth a damn right now. He covers up a lot. And it always seems like whenever they need a big play, it's usually him making it. And that's the sign of a true playmaker. That's the sign of a definite leader.
We haven't had that since a certain one was wearing number 21 in his city.
Oh, you talking about Christopher Owens?
Man, you know what? You ain't shit for that. Yeah, you ain't shit. Damn.
Oh shit. That came out of nowhere. Good God.
Fine. We haven't had a guy that get that many turnovers at a drop of a dime since Prime. We never had a DB like that. Like, this dude made plays. It's to the point where it's like, do we still want to keep trying Jesse? Because every time you throw the ball near him, he picks it off. That's why a lot of teams see. This is why I say I don't have too much of a problem with the soft zone, but like, it's just certain instances where it's like, all right, we gotta blitz, because teams would rather check the ball down than attack the secondary. So they're taking the easy way out. But if we stop the run, they wouldn't have that. So we're giving them two options instead of one option now. And that's the problem that I have. We're giving them the run and the check down. And that's what most people are frustrated, that we're giving up the run and the check down instead of just giving them one option. Great teams give you one option. And we're not a great defense yet because we're giving them two options.
I like that.
Think of it like this. We always say Baltimore. It's like, with Baltimore, you weren't gonna try Big Sam Adams and Tony Siragusa. You're gonna stay away from them all together, because you had Tony Siragusa, Sam Adams, and Ray Lewis. You try everything just to stay away from them. So what you gonna try to do?
Run up the gut and try they big asses and find out that the shit don't work. Then you gonna run to the outside
and start going outside. So you try to like, nah, they too big to be doing all that. Let me go outside now.
But the fucked up part about it was you had linebackers that could flow sideline to sideline, which made it no better.
It made it no better. You took away them options. You didn't have the outside and the inside. You were just like, yeah, let me just keep going outside.
Okay.
So that's what most great defenses give you one option.
And D. Coleman here said, that's why a part of me doesn't want us to send high draft pick for edge, because we get one great, but we're still getting ran over. We ain't a piece away just yet. Just gotta play better. Finally, somebody understands.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly agree.
All right. So we got one more conversation to have. And we ain't did this in a while. But we got Thursday night football tonight, y'all.
Are you ready for some football?
We got the Houston Texans and the New York Jets.
Wow. This is a wow one right here.
And here's the interesting story about this game. Even though the Jets are 2-6, they're a 3-point favorite in this game.
Ooh-wee.
Do I need to say that again for the people in the back?
Yes, please. Oh gosh.
The Jets are 2-6. The Texans are 6-2. But the Jets are a 3-point favorite to win this game.
Wow.
Mike, I gotta have this discussion. This is gonna be a harsh discussion. Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna keep it real. Aaron Rodgers ain't been the same quarterback in about 5 years. Yes, he won the MVP a couple years ago. But let me ask, let's keep it a spade a spade. Based on the expectations and the thought processes and the reputation of Aaron Rodgers, and what the fan expectation is of what they call a quote-unquote elite quarterback, he hasn't met that qualification since 2011. So, the New York Jets organization right now is in shambles. And Aaron Rodgers himself ain't made it no better. Actually, I think he made it worse. It's to the point where you literally have certain Jets fans talking about they should have kept Zach Wilson. Yeah, Corey Gibbs. He's a bad man, but he's bad, man. So what's your thoughts on this game, man? Because I know the other story is Stephon Diggs tore his ACL last week, so he's gonna be out. So Stephon Diggs got Nico Collins as his number one right now. So what's your take on this game?
Y'all ever seen Venom? He's Venom.
Do tell.
He's Venom. Aaron Rodgers is Venom. Everything he touches just spreads. Like it just spreads. Like it's just the smallest. Like that's what he has become. He's become Venom. And I'm talking about the worst type of venom that you can get. Like nothing that going back to Green Bay, he's a fucking disease. Like even in Green Bay, like he just felt like he could just talk to people the way he want. He could do whatever he want. He can disappear and shit. And nobody could talk to him. Nobody can say anything to him because he's Aaron Rodgers. He's a disease, man. That's what he is. He's a disease. And it's all been because of the hype surrounding him. Guys like Stephen A. Smith about to get bucket naked for him. Like every time they do, it's like everybody, oh, he's a bad man. He's the greatest. He doesn't do, he's this, he's that. Like in actuality, man, he hasn't done anything but lose. I'm not saying that he's toxic, but he's Venom. It's just like whatever he's feeling, it spreads. So if he's in a good mood, everything all cool. But when he's bad and he's angry, he's upset, everything just started to go that way.
So basically, what you saying is you don't know what the hell you gonna get.
You don't know what you gonna get. It's just like I said, he just spreads whatever mood he's in, they gonna follow. When he's good, they good. When he bad, they bad. When he's just they gonna be in. It's like and that's just the way it's been for him. Ever since Green Bay. Until Green Bay was just like, all right, enough of this.
So based on the numbers here, I'm pretty much expecting this to be kind of a wow, CJ Mosley out the game too.
Yeah. Just read that.
So I can kind of expect this to be a closer game than people talk about. I didn't see a lot of defensive players out.
Mm-hmm.
So this could possibly be a high scoring game. Is this gonna be one of those games? Like you said, looking at CJ Stroud's numbers, he's actually has not been playing bad. But the thing about it is he's had bad moments too, which is gonna come with the second year thing, but he's been actually playing pretty well. So do you think with this Jets defense, who has a pretty good defense, by the way, but I don't know how they're gonna be with CJ Mosley out. Is he gonna have to be the guy to lead them to victory tonight?
I say yes because I don't think they defense. No boy, if you don't shut up in there, why are you making all that noise?
Maybe he's an Aaron Rodgers fan.
He got to be an Aaron Rodgers fan. Shut up. Not an Aaron Rodgers fan. No, I don't think your daddy gonna like that. I know his mama. He already running around the house with the football like his daddy. Y'all. So his dad played football too. He played with pro football and what's called league with Aaron Murray. So yeah. But
the XFL, right?
He played in XFL. So my nephew dad played in that. So yeah, but man, I would say so because I think they have a pretty good defense at stopping the run. So I think this is gonna come down to CJ Stroud. Like it's gonna be an ugly game or a good game, depending on what he does at quarterback. Because it still got a couple of wide receivers out. Obviously, we know that. So I think they're gonna have to lean on their running game and kind of mix that with play action with CJ.
Okay. Oh, this might be an ugly game for the Giants.
It could.
This could be an ugly game for them. Elijah Vera Tucker out. CJ Mosley, Israel Abanaconda, and Quantez Stiggers is all out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could get real ugly for the Jets, man.
But yeah, I think Texans take this game. I'll go 31-23 ish type of game. Oh, here's the elephant in the room right here. Sauce not playing good.
Yeah, they trying him and everything. Yeah.
So do y'all think I do not want to call him Sauce. Do y'all think Ahmad Gardner is getting exposed away from the hype.
Don't believe the hype. Yeah. I say, yeah. Well, I don't think it's without question. He's getting exposed.
Because he came into this season as rated as the #1 corner in the league. And he damn sure ain't looking like it right now. Southside says Sauce is still good in coverage, but he can't keep his hands off the receivers this year. And if you remember one of the 6-man convo shows we had a couple years ago, that was one of the biggest scouting weaknesses that he had is he's very handsy. Mucho said they about to lose 33-17. Jets about to lose 33-17.
I mean, yeah. I will not be surprised at not one bit.
This shit be so bad they might lose 45 to damn 10. The way that Aaron Rodgers done sucked up the energy out that locker room, and after that Robert Saleh shit, that made it no better.
I mean, crazy boy, he went to Green Bay
while still getting paid by the Jets. Let me say that one more time. Robert Saleh is still owed about $40 million for the next 3 to 4 years from the Giants. I think it was the next 2 to 3 years. He's owed $40 million. I think it's like anywhere between $20 to $30 million for the next 2 years from the Jets. So that man getting money. And like Mike said, he went to the team that the quarterback that got him fired came from. Yeah.
That right there is funny.
I say that's ironic.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go ahead and wind it down, y'all. Like you said, man, we appreciate everybody here. We're gonna have Coach, and we're gonna have Juan tomorrow lined up 7:45 on Coach Unchained Atlanta Falcon Nation, as well as ATL Sports Endgame. I don't have the topic at hand, but we're gonna be announcing it before the show tomorrow, as well as you do have Noon Madness with OG Big Sam and the franchise himself. And like I said, man, make sure you leave comments. Leave some questions in here, because like I said, we're gonna kick off the K Styles solo joint, in which y'all so used to Mad Mike and his solo joint. We're gonna be bringing that back out. But it's all going to be dependent on the questions you ask. You got to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, I'm not going to do it. This is your involvement in this channel. This is your involvement with that show. Your questions will be the subject of that solo show. So, until next time, people, we here to play.
Oh, no.
We're here to stay.
Oh, yeah. Dig it.
You don't have to go home. Full convos with K. But because I'm not finna name that shit the KKK.
Oh, no. Hell no.
Hell no. Oh, Lord. Brian Peoples, you really try to push that one? You know what? I'm gonna say that. Who is your mid-season MVP and Toast Man recipient? You know what? That's gonna be my first solo show. Who's gonna get the Powder Toast Man award so far this year? Oh, we got a whole bunch of candidates. Oh, Lord have mercy, we got. All right, man. We out. Talking about the KKK. What kind of shit is that?
Hell no.
They already think this damn channel over here is Jonestown.